All right, thanks for joining me in today's video. Today we're going to take a look at Amazon. I'm going to give you the technical breakdown, show you what to expect and watch out for. Everybody's heard of this stock pretty much, so I'll give you some more insight on it. Keep in mind, none of these are recommendations to buy, sell, or trade any of the stocks. It's just my own personal opinion. All right, so let's kick things off. We're going to go into the chart here. You can see we're down about 108 points today, 3-4% almost. So it's quite a bit. And if you look at kind of the 5-day, the stock's rolling over. I know a lot of people love this stock. It's a big one for that matter. And if you want to see more reviews like this on Amazon, definitely go to my Discord channel and you can suggest and request different stocks that I do reviews on. So today we're going to take a look at the technicals. There's not a ton to really talk about as far as the fundamental goes because these are big companies. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So we're looking at kind of price action when we look at Amazon. So I'm going to go in here and we're going to go and take a look at Amazon. You can see this stock just has done phenomenal. When you look at the longer term trend, the longer term trend is still really intact. So as I look at this right here, you can see we've got support here that's hit quite a handful of times, and I'm looking at the monthly chart. So from a longer term perspective, this still looks good. From a shorter term perspective, it feels unhealthy, it feels weak, you feel worried like it's going down, it's tanking, and so on. So from the longer term standpoint, it doesn't feel really good because we're kind of coming into this like this bearish market. And by the way, I will be doing probably a live bearish market thing on an upcoming course. We're going to get ready to launch it here very soon, and you want to check this page out right here and make sure you're signed up to the newsletter list so that way you get notified as I release it. And if I do, we're going to be going live very quickly because of just the market conditions that are coming up. So anyways, with that being said, as we look at this Amazon area right here, you can see on the weekly chart, this chart really, and you look at the stock, it really hasn't done much over the last almost 2 years. We've really been going in this sideways trend pattern. So we've got kind of resistance levels right around 3,800, and then support right here at these levels. And we've had a couple different support levels, like 2,800, then we had 3175. So we had these support levels, but now we're breaking it down quite in a big way. And that also means the market is quite worried. So when you can see here, we've got periods of consolidation and sideways. We've got a nice price move up and again, sideways pattern. So now the question is are we going to come back to this 2000 level? It's quite possible if this stock continues to move lower. There are, of course, some other levels that you could watch for 2500. And I think temporarily you should get some upward move and then maybe you'll get a downward action. Because remember, these moves don't just end very quickly and go right back up. I mean, technically speaking, by the books, by historical prices, once they break a critical level, they typically will continue selling off for quite a while. And that means a really good support, probably around 2000. If we look at that 2000, you're probably going to be right in line right here with a lot of these other levels right here. So if you look at the kind of that chart and that trend line, you can see we'll be kind of right in line. Now, if we keep breaking this level, that 2000 is going to be even lower. So be very careful here. And that's where you can get some nasty pullbacks in high good names like this, right? We're going here and all of a sudden you can see these names coming back to here. And that's where a major market crash comes in. And now where would this be? Look at that. You're coming into a 20-year low, kind of coming into the 20-year over here. But that again, worst case scenario. So I would say, or like really nasty, Amazon pricing at 111, it's probably not going to happen. But I'm saying from a technical perspective, that could be really nasty, right? That's a nasty, nasty market. That's when you're looking at, 1929, major crashes and so on. From a technical perspective, that's where people would be like, yeah, this thing's way oversold. Okay, so realistically here, as we look at things, I'm kind of looking at probably around this 2000 is kind of where I would look for, which is another 700 points. I think with time, that'll kind of still bounce. You're going to have probably a bounce soon, and then you could roll over. But this kind of is an area that's a little undefined. There's not a lot of traders here, so it's lighter trading. And that's, you're not going to have as much support in that zone. So watch that 2,100, 2,000 level. That's going to be really critical. You're also going to watch probably over the next few days very soon because even though it'll break this level right now and it's breaking, it can easily snap back up and get above this. So you can have this confluence level. So if we get back in this level, we're back into the sideways trend. So just watch out. One day doesn't make a trend, but we've been going down for a while and it could be at that oversold level. If I check the Bollinger Band levels, we're way beyond kind of that Bollinger Band move as well. So that's where short-term bounce is possible. But I think within this type of market condition, you could see some of these short-term bounces get sold off. So the minute you kind of bounce, this could be like a 5-day move up. And after you get this like 3 to 5 day move up, it could be 7 days, 10 days, whatever the move is. It looks really strong, but then you get a further selling pressure. So watch out. Be very careful not to get sucked in to those kinds of levels. And anyway, so from this perspective, I'd watch this 2100, 2000 level. Right now we're breaking like 2900. So if we get back above that, that should be back to okay territory. But with the market weakness, be careful that we don't keep rolling over, and that's where the problems could lie. So overall, this stock is down from the highs here. We're down about 28% right now. So that's not good. It's not healthy. And from a stock that's been kind of moving sideways right here for a while, now it's pulling back. If this trend just continues to move, that's kind of what I'm looking at from a trend perspective. A lot of stocks are behaving this way, and that could be a little bit of a problem. If we get that turnaround, we get back into this level, you could get more sideways action and sideways price behavior. But this is going to take some time to build back up into those higher levels. It will take time. Even after a certain sell-offs, even if they're minor right here, just to get back to those levels right here. So it took about 6-7 months. So if we back up and zoom in right here, this was Amazon back in 2018, 2019. From the lows here, even if we hit the lows, to getting back into some of those previous levels, that took about 7 months. You can see it right there. From here down and then back here, from this point to this point, this was a 7-month time period. So that's half a year gone, right? So be careful right now where we're at. You know, this thing could continue rolling. Watch for some of those key levels I talked about, and we'll see what happens after that. But we'll see if we're able to kind of get back above this here soon. If not, I would watch very closely these levels and this 2500. Those are the key levels that I would watch. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I will see you in the next update. If you want to check out my options trading videos, go to Traders Fly, and you can check out some of the more of those option trading video segments on there. I'll see you next time.